Greetings Descendants, hope we're all doing well. In today's video I wanted to share with you an update on my Enzo build. So with the new boss Deathstalker out, I've made a couple of tweaks and changes and it is absolutely phenomenal. You take a load of damage, you give a lot of damage, it's everything you need in an Enzo package and I wanted to share it with you. So without further ado, let's get stuck into it. Alright then guys, let's go take a look at the build. So, the first thing I want to talk about is overwhelming shield. So, it's pretty straightforward. It fixes your HP at 1. Still important, and I'll talk a little bit about that later. What I've tried to do with this build, similar to my previous build, is I've tried to marry it up in terms of the cooldown and the actual duration of your skills. So you've got that constant uptime. I've seen a lot of people have kind of sacrificed here and there for a little bit of power or certain elements. I don't think it's necessary. We're constantly focused on firepower and making sure that we've got that consistent uptime. So with Enzo, it's about getting your shield. It's about replenishing your ammo. It's about getting your buff, your additional damage. That's kind of the cycle you want to go. And this build allows for that to be very consistent, especially with the MP uptime as well. So the MP in combat, MP out of combat, that's kind of the loop I've gone for. So in order to have done that, I've gone with things like MP conversion, so you're getting that additional cooldown. We're losing out on a little bit of MP, but it's okay. We've got our HP conversion as well, so we're getting a lot more shield and we're sacrificing a little bit of HP. We've got our nimble fingers for skill cooldown, and then we've got increased shield and increased HP. So this is a big chunk, 218.5, 28.7% I think it was, is getting converted into shield. So with it being Deathstalker and Venom being their kind of main attack, we've gone with a perfect anti-venom and toxic antibody. So the toxin resistance of 4,614 I think is just about ideal. You could potentially get it on a component and buff it up a little bit, or maybe 2 on the components and do away with this completely. But after looking at all the options, I think you can do it. You can have it as an actual module, and it works completely fine. Trust me, you're a tank. Shot focus, so you're getting that firearm attack 15%. We're not worried about the skill power modifier, so that remains where it is. And then of course supply firearm enhancer, which is giving us our firearm critical damage, so huge. What I'll do then is I'll show you the components I'm using. So I'm now using the Invader, the power and memory components. And what I've gone for here is the MP recovery modifier and defense. That's the best one I've got at the moment. And the same then, MP recovery out of combat with max HP. They're the best ones I've got at the moment. But getting the MP recoveries is huge. You'll notice a massive difference instantly. So highly recommend trying to get those with your HP and defense, or if you get it on a processor or the sensor as well, your max MP and your max shield. Okay, so the reason for this is, again, getting that extra shield. So we're getting the 11.9%, and then with our bravery sensor, we're getting the excuse me, we're getting the HP recovery and the max shield. So HP recovery, not really an issue, but we're looking into that shield. Okay, so that's the 4 components that I've gone for, and I think that's a great combo. You can see here that we're over 12, well, we're nearly at 13,000 shield. It's great. It's absolutely great. You can take probably 4 direct hits from Deathstalker, and you could then do your 3, I think it is. You can do your 4, sorry, enhanced combat suit, and that's going to give you a massive chunk straight away, 25%, and it's going to just it's going to increase over time, then recover over time. Massively phenomenal. You can take a beating and you can have enough time to react and kind of figure out how you're going to get yourself out of a sticky situation. For the reactor, pretty straightforward. It doesn't really matter what weapon it's linked to. All we're focused on really is the perks. Again, this is probably the best I've got. Skill effect range, skill duration up, so I'm just trying to keep that duration up. If you can get duration and cooldown, then you've hit the Enzo jackpot, like I mentioned before, but I haven't been fortunate enough to get that. So that is my setup. Weapon-wise, Enduring Legacy, absolutely love it. It is a major component to fight in Deathstalker, I believe. So I'll just show you how I've kind of set this up. The main one being sharp precision shot. Yeah, so what I've done with this to combo with this is the expanded weapon charge, so I'm getting 49% additional magazine rounds, and also with concentrate support ammo I'm getting an additional 30%. This puts us over 200 rounds. Eventually you're going to get a massive fire rate increase, and it is fun with a capital F. Absolutely love it. Other things to note, pretty bog standard, we all know about these ones now. Your rifling reinforcement, action and reaction, better insight and concentration priority, along with better concentration depending on the enhancement. So in this case we're using electric, because that's what Deathstalker is weak to, and of course getting that fire rate up. I think this combination is absolutely amazing. If you want to have a look at the kind of rolls I've got on it: firearm attack, firearm critical hit rate, bonus firearm attack against Colossus, and firearm critical hit damage. And that does it for me, really. You can get some shots in with Afterglow Sword as well, so you can put your little buff down on the ground, boof to, fire off a couple of shots. That's currently the best roll I've got at the moment. But you don't really need to, but it's optional, it's utility at the end of the day. But my main focus is on Enduring Legacy. So that's pretty much it for Deathstalker. If you want to take a look at the boss solo build I've put together, this is pretty much how it is. There's a couple of little changes there. I'm still rocking Overwhelming Shield. I'm thinking about doing a mobbing build now that we've got, some new options. Yeah, I'm having a real play about with a fun, fast build with an SMG currently. That's kind of where I'm going with that. But let me know your thoughts if you want to see that. I'm happy enough to do it. Let me know your thoughts on the build. Is there anything you would think that I should have changed? I'll be happy to listen, and we're a community after all. So yeah, I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on it and whether you think this build's worth investing into, and give it Deathstalker a blast with it. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I hope it's been of use to you, and as usual, feel free to like the video, helps me out a lot, and subscribe to the channel. Go check me out on Twitch as well. I've started up on there now that I've got the PC. And yeah, have a great day everyone, and I will speak to you soon. And until then, have a great one. Ciao for now.